If you've ever watched a leader say the right thing in public and then do the opposite in private, you already know this. Integrity isn't a nice to have. It's the foundation. Now, in this purpose-driven leadership series, we've been talking about building your life and your leadership on solid ground. And today we're talking about leading with integrity, not perfection and not image management, but alignment between what you believe, what you say, and what you do. By the end of this video, you'll have a simple framework you can use this week to strengthen trust, to make better decisions under pressure, and to lead in a way that you don't have to explain later. Hey friends, thanks for joining me today on Leading with Bill. I'm Bill Martin, your personal leadership coach, and this is where biblical wisdom can transform your leadership and life. Integrity is often defined as doing the right thing when no one is watching. That's true, but I'll add this. Integrity is wholeness. It's consistently being the same person in every room and with everyone you interact with. And in leadership, integrity is the difference between compliance and commitment. People doing what you say because they have to versus because they trust you. And short-term wins that cost you long-term credibility. Here's the hard reality. You can be talented, charismatic, and productive and still lose your team if they don't trust your character. Integrity matters, and it's another foundation to purpose-driven leadership. So let's ground this in scripture. We're going to look at Proverbs 10, verse 9. Whoever walks in integrity walks securely, but whoever takes crooked paths will be found out. Integrity creates security. When your actions match your values, you lead with clarity and steadiness, even under stress. And the security is not just for you. Your team senses that security as well. A second scripture we're going to look at is Luke 16 and verse 10. Whoever can be trusted with very little can also be trusted with much. This is a leadership principle hiding in plain sight. Trust is built in the small moments. How you handle the little things, who you give credit to, your honesty, your time, and your follow through. This tells people exactly what you'll do when the stakes are high. And a third scripture we're going to look at is Colossians 3, verse 23. Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for human masters. This verse reframes motivation. Integrity isn't driven by applause, driven by purpose. Now, when your why is bigger than your ego, you don't have to cut corners to feel successful. Most leaders don't wake up and decide, today I'm going to compromise my integrity. No, actually, they drift. As a side note, this issue of drifting has come up in multiple episodes in the series. Now, if you find yourself drifting or concerned that you might be, this is a red flag. I'd love to connect with you and work through that. Now, here are 3 common drift points. First, pressure. Have to hit that number. Second is people pleasing. Third, protection. I admit this mistake. Don't make me look weak. Integrity usually isn't lost in one big moment. It's lost in a series of small justifications. Here's a practical framework I teach for leading with integrity. I refer to it as SAME, S-A-M-E, because integrity means being the same person everywhere. First is S. Integrity doesn't mean being harsh. It means being honest. Some best practices in this are Tell the truth early, not after it becomes a crisis. Separate facts from feelings. Don't hint, be clear and kind. A simple line you can use this week: I want to be respectful, so I'm going to be direct. Second is align decisions with values. If you don't define your values, pressure will define them for you. Now, some best practices here: write down 3 to 5 leadership values. It could be things like fairness, accountability, passion, or excellence. And before a tough decision, ask this question: which value is being tested right now? Make the decision you feel aligns with your values. Third is make and keep commitments. Your team doesn't just listen to your words, they actually track your follow through. Some best practices here are: don't overpromise to look good, put deadlines in writing. And if you can't deliver, communicate early and own it. A leader with integrity says, I said I'd do it, I didn't, but here's what I'm going to do to fix it. And fourth is the E. Integrity grows in community, not isolation. Some best practices here are: invite feedback from your team. Ask the question, where am I unclear or inconsistent? Create decision guardrails, especially when it comes to topics around money, hiring, and even performance. And have one person can challenge you without fear. Here's your challenge for this week. Pick one area where you feel the tension, where your values and your actions aren't fully aligned. Then do these 3 steps. Name it honestly. Decide what integrity looks like in that situation, and take one action within the next 48 hours. Small, consistent steps rebuild trust faster than big speeches. Leading with integrity, it won't make you perfect. It will make you trustworthy. And trustworthy leaders build teams that last. Now, if this video helped you, hit like and subscribe to the channel. Share it with a leader who wants to lead with purpose. And if you're someone from a new manager to an aspiring leader and you want a clear growth plan, values, communication, trust, and practical leadership skills, I'd love to support you through coaching. Check the link in the description. Friends, thanks for joining today on Leading with Bill. Remember, trust in the Lord with all your heart, and we'll see you next time.